I just want to share what it is that I'm doing here on YouTube as a content creator and what this channel is for me. To set the context though, I first need to share with you some of the cynicism I have around society. It's no secret that we work a lot. According to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average full-time worker puts in 8.5 hours a day. That means we spend roughly 1/3 of our adult lives working, or 1/2 if you're looking at waking hours only. My cynicism though is not around how much we work, but around the nature of a lot of the things we do. I think for you to understand my cynicism, I need to lay out my thoughts on how the relationship between work and humans has evolved over time. First off, I believe that humans like work, and always have, because all work is creation, and we have a natural pull to create. With whatever it is that we're doing, we're either creating words, tangible things, evoking emotion, or crafting an experience. Work has been a part of the human experience since our earliest ancestors. At first, our work as a species was quite literally to survive, to pick berries and nuts from the forest, to hunt. Even as we started to transition into sedentary societies, the purpose of our work stayed the same, it just looked a little bit different. We started to till the ground for planting and establish permanent structures for us to live in.
And I can't help but think that in these societies, once our work was complete, we used to have free time, which we used to play, have discussions, entertain the curiosities of our mind, or I don't know, even contemplate the human condition.
But then over time, work started to expand past its initial boundaries and became less about survival and more about the accumulation of wealth and meeting demand for consumption of things not necessarily related to survival.
With this shift, I think two things happened. One, the line between wealth and what is needed to comfortably survive became increasingly blurred, essentially making it difficult to know when our work is complete. And two, the value of purpose in work became less important.
Okay, a quick disclaimer here. This is not meant to be a critique of any individual's choice on career or what they do. I am not in the business of judging people's choices, especially when it comes to their livelihood, because I don't know people's circumstances, and I believe that people just do what they need to do. It's just that in all honesty, I feel like a lot of the roles that exist in today's economy, as well as this idealization of wealth, are a distraction. A distraction from what? If I were to step back and think objectively about our existence, I can help but conclude that we are here to learn as much as we can about ourselves and other people. Given how much of our lives we spend working, it's important to me that my work isn't just this random extension of my everyday life. Up until this point, it was. I held jobs in high school and college and even after college for the purpose of staying financially afloat, but I didn't feel purpose-driven. It's just that now, as a 27-year-old, I am acutely more aware of how short life is. And so I want my work to be purpose-driven and in line with what I think I am here on earth to be doing. Okay, so what does all of this have to do with me being a content creator on YouTube? Well, if you have stuck with me up until this point, it should come as no surprise for me to say that after 4 years working as an environmental consultant, I started wondering, what if I give the same amount of attention that I had given to my professional life to understanding myself? And what if I could do this and work at the same time? Now at this point, I knew that I wanted to change directions of my career, but I didn't know what it was that I was meant to do. But what I did know is that there was something telling me to turn inwards, to question, to dig up the forces that have shaped me over 27 years, to decide what to throw out and what to keep about what I think and believe, to figure out how to live a life as a human excited to be alive and driven with purpose. So recognizing my innate human desire to create and feeling a pull to explore my own human condition, this content creation project was born. Now, the risk of doing this is that it's not a paid gig, at least not in the beginning. But I also understand that money comes and goes in life. And so I've built up a savings to allow myself to take on this project. What doesn't come and go though is time. Time just comes and keeps going. And so I'm a big believer in the moment you feel the need to listen to yourself. Take that opportunity and listen to yourself, even if it goes against what is conventionally thought of as logical. There are 3 concepts that I want to develop through this journey of self and then hold on to keep fueling this project forward. I call these my 3 pillars, and they are authenticity, intentionality, and vivacity. How many of you can agree with this statement? You are a different person at work than you are at home. This is a fact of life that has never sat well with me, and it's something I felt on the daily as a working professional. The expectation that in certain settings you have to put on this mask and behave in a certain way because you are a part of a certain hierarchy has always seemed like a waste of time to me and a step away from being true to myself. The exciting thing about being a content creator is that I don't have to wear that mask. So I want to take advantage of this space. I want this project to be a medium for me to just be me without having to pretend to be something else, behave a certain way, or play a certain role. Living a life going through the motions scares the out of me. I have made a vow to myself that I will live a life with intention. This applies to the work that I do, including quitting my job and starting this project, to the beliefs that I hold, to the relationships that I have. It's never too late to go through the process of questioning and testing what you believe to see if it's your own thinking. I don't think that intentionality is something I have neglected completely in my past, but it's something that I want to embrace more strongly moving forward. I really don't know a better way to put this, but I want to be high off of life. I want to be oozing with energy and excitement. I'm just picturing this grilled cheese sandwich and there's like cheese just oozing and dripping out of it. I want that to be me. Of course, life is a series of ups and downs. No one is immune to the unpredictability of life, but we all have a choice, whether or not we want to let the downs keep us down or be resilient. If we're not careful, our excitement for life can burn out slowly over time. Here's another question for you. Do you remember the last time you were happy? Do you know what the happiest moment of your life is? Look, these questions honestly scare me. They are not easy questions to answer. And by me admitting that, I think what I'm saying is no, I don't have answers to these questions. And I don't like that. I want to be able to remember the last time I was genuinely happy, or the happiest moment of my life. So this project, in a way, is going to be an exploration of happiness. Whatever that turns out to look like at this point, I really don't know. I can't categorize that. These 3 pillars will be the driving force behind the work that I do here. I am beyond excited to share this journey with you, and if you choose to tag along, knowing that I won't be doing this alone is a huge comfort for me.